pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
I'm going to talk a little bit in general about just accounting and accounting firms in general, and then I'll talk a little bit specifically more about our company. I do have a presentation, so how can I share? Let's.
You just press the share right there.
Oh, right there, okay.
Yeah. And whichever screen you do want, unless you want to share your entire screen, but everybody could see you switching
Right here.
tabs. Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, we can see.
You see it?
Yeah.
All right, I already introduced myself. I've been with the company about 9 months, and I think I've hired about, I want to say at least 20 interns for this year and next year. All right, so let's talk about accounting firms and size in general. So there's some very small, because I talk to so many candidates from so many different types of companies, but they can range from a 1-person firm to a 3-person firm to a 50-person firm to like 1,000 or even 10,000. When you think of Big Four, they have thousands and thousands of employees. Nisivoccia has about 130 employees. I really like that size because you can know everybody in the company and what they do, and who's going to be able to help you out if you really need help. It's just a nice it's a family feel, even though there's 130 employees. Now, talking about different types of accounting, our firm specifically does tax, audit, we do advisory, and we also do, it's called CAS, Client Accounting Services. We also have a wealth management team, but there's other companies that do, like I was telling, what's your name? Colette. Colette? Yeah. I was telling Colette before that I worked for a private equity accounting firm, which is completely different. And then you have, if you're just working for just one company, not a public company, then you're going to be doing more financial reporting, or you're going to do accounts payable, accounts receivable, bank reconciliation. So there's so many different facets to accounting, and there's the public versus private, which we'll get into. Culture. So I personally, like I said, I like the smaller environment. I worked for a private equity accounting firm. We had about anywhere from 40 to 80 employees, depending on how long, for how long I worked there. And just the smaller size company for me is better. Culturally, I just feel like it's more like a family, and like the larger firms, I feel like, especially with Big Four, the culture is, you're going to work very, very long. You're going to get paid very, very well, but you're going to work very long hours. And, we do have to work long hours during busy season, but we're not trying to kill our employees. We're trying to have some kind of quality of life at our company. I've talked to people from Big Four, and they've really worked 80 hours a week sometimes. Wow. During busy season. We have ours capped at 50 to 55 hours a week, which is pretty doable, because if you come in an hour early or maybe work through lunch, you can get it done. So it's not terrible. I mean, taxes, you got to get it done. It has to be done by April 15th. So let's talk about busy season a little. So for our company, we have several different busy seasons. We have, of course, tax season. So that's January through April 15th. And then there's extensions. So your tax extensions, there's deadlines of September 15th, October 15th. But we also have audit teams. So we have government audit. We go around and we audit school boards, and we also audit municipalities. So it's a long period of time, but some of it is from January through May. And then the rest of it, so our government audit team is busy year round. The other time is August through November. So they really get like a break in December and maybe a little break in the summer. And then our commercial audit, they're very light in the summer, and they're very busy right now. And compensation structure. So most firms will pay accountants. It's an exempt position, so you're not entitled to overtime. So one of the differences that I like with our company, up till senior accountant level, we pay your salary, and then anything over 37.5 hours, we pay straight time. Or you can take up to an additional 2 weeks of PTO. So generally, coming into the company as a first-year staff accountant, you have up to 5 weeks vacation, which is, it's pretty good. And if you get to that 2 weeks point, where you have that 2 weeks banked, then you could take the overtime. So it's just a little bit different than some of the other companies. Now let me ask you guys, do you guys all know what public versus private is? Public accounting.
Yes. They should all know the difference, yeah.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I think yes is the answer.
Yes.
Yeah, he said yes.
Yes.
Explain it.
All right. Public is primarily working for your own entity, and you were hired by outside companies to come do the audits or whatever it is for them, as opposed to private, which you're mostly employed by the company and you do the work for them internally.
Right, so public, we have many, many clients that we're doing work for. Private is one organization. Very good. All right, so I was just telling Damien how important it is to get an internship before your senior year, or, you know, the summer. Usually your junior going into your senior year, so this way you have some experience under your belt before you go into, you know, you're done with school and you're looking for a full-time job. So I tell all the students, start looking when you're a freshman. I know it's a little harder because some companies won't take you as a freshman, but start laying the groundwork to get that internship. So if there's a company that you think you like or you want to work for, connect with them on LinkedIn, follow them on LinkedIn, comment on their, whatever they're posting, go to the job fairs, go up to that table, talk to their HR people, connect with their HR people on LinkedIn, follow up with them. And even if they're at a different school, if you can find out when their career fairs are and go again, if they start seeing you a couple of times, they're going to remember your face and your name. So that's a good way to get just remembered and hopefully get something by sophomore, junior year. I think you're probably all familiar with the 150 credits and that they might change it to 120. Yeah. Okay, so keep your eye on that. I know it's really tricky for students that are seniors right now and they're trying to decide, do I want to take another year of school and pay for that if they're going to change it to 120? I can't give you advice on that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Let me see, I have some notes here about who's already done it. What states have already done it? All right, so Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Illinois have already implemented it. Utah set for next year, and California was just added, and they're going to implement it in 2027. So that's another thing too. New Jersey can pass it, but they could say it's not till 2027. So it's kind of, you guys are in a tough spot right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're going for a master's, and it's good to have a master's. It looks really good to have a master's if you're going to work, you know, in a private company and you want to be a controller or a finance director or CFO. It's great to have it. Continuing education credit. Oh, CPA license. So does everybody want to go get a CPA license after school? Yes.
Finance majors.
No, I definitely don't.
Well, the accounting majors. I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend that you do it right after you graduate, because trust me, we're going through it at my company. Life will get in the way in a couple of years and you won't want to do it. So I have like a couple of people that are like 28 to like 32-ish, and they just got married and now they don't want to do it, or they're going to have a kid and they don't want to do it. They don't want to study. So just do it and get it out of the way. What's great about our company is if you work for us, if you intern for us, first of all, you get a bonus for coming on full time. And then if you get your CPA, you get a $10,000. Wow, it's dark in here. You get a $10,000 bonus. So not sure what happened. So CPA to our company is very valuable, and we have a lot of new employees that are studying hard because they want that bonus. We also provide continuing education requirements. We do it right in-house. Everything is paid for by the company, so you don't have to worry about all of that, which is great. The other thing, there's other licenses that you can get. Let me see, I wrote down some of these. CMA, it's a certified management accountant. PFP, personal financial planner, that's more for wealth management. CFE, certified fraud examiner, so that's like if you really want to be an auditor. CIA is a certified internal auditor. CFA, chartered financial analyst, that might be something good for you, Damien. Registered municipal accountant. So now a lot of our employees are registered municipal accountants as well because we do audit municipalities. So it looks good on a resume too. All right, I want to talk about Handshake. Is everybody on Handshake? Okay, that's good. Make sure that you're on Handshake because that's where all the internships are really posted. And make sure that you're on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is super important to connect with people. And just like you posted that thing and I saw it, now I connected with you on there. I love LinkedIn to meet people, and you never know who you're gonna start talking to, and there's an opportunity that comes up. You're on LinkedIn? Yeah, great. All right, so your career center. Now, I know Pat Wired, she's amazing, and she sent me some great candidates. So I recommend if you have not seen her, go see her. I mean, the career center it helps with career planning, jobs. They help you with job searching. They'll help you write your resume, cover letter. They're connected to employers that are looking for interns. She always sends us interns. I just wrote to her. I said, I need a marketing intern. She sent me somebody. We hired her. So yeah, they know about networking events, and they can connect you to alumni that can act as a mentor as well. Do you guys have like a mentorship program?
I'm not-
No, not presently.
No.
I don't think we have a very
Yeah,
good,
so,
we just have, programs like this, where we get to like meet,
Yeah.
people that are actually like working. in the
Mhm.
industry.
All right, so a little bit about us. Okay, so we were founded in 1970. We're in our 55th year of business. The owner, Raymond Nisivoccia, still works. He's 87. Comes in a suit and tie every day. He was there today. Started in Morris County, and I think they originally started in Dover, but now we're in Mount Arlington. That's where our corporate headquarters is. Most of our clients are Morris, Sussex, and Warren County, but we do have audit clients. A lot of the schools and municipalities are really throughout the whole state. The other office is in Bridgewater. And we're built on the Nisivoccia way with strong work ethic and like treating clients like family. Like I like to tell the story where one of Raymond's clients, she needed to get a car and she was a widow and she didn't know what to do. And she called him. I don't know why, but she did. And he called a car dealer and he got her a car. Like he worked out the deal. Yeah. Yeah, so we really care about our clients and treat them like family. And we're big on supporting the community and not-for-profits. We have a ton of not-for-profit clients, but we also volunteer. We donate billable time, which is, that's money. We serve on their boards, we promote their messages, we attend their events and their meetings, we attend their golf outings. So community is really community services. Woo-hoo. Is that better? Okay, so this is a little bit about the businesses that we have. So public entity auditing, that's what I mentioned earlier. It's anything that has to do with a municipality. So school board, public libraries, utilities, fire districts, I think ambulance, and they'll just review I think they have a budget that has to go to the state every year, so that has to be reviewed. I kind of think of like the schools, how it must be fun to audit, like you're auditing the teacher's payroll, you're auditing any money that comes in. So if they go on a class trip or school lunches, the money that comes in, make sure that it went to the right place and that they're not doing anything wrong with the money. Here's another really cool one that I heard about for a municipality audit. One of the meter guys that goes around and takes the quarters out of the meters, this is going back when it was quarters, he was stealing 1 quarter from each meter every day. And after, I forgot how many years, he had stolen $1 million. And it took them a long time to find it, but they did. Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, who would think of 1 quarter out of a meter, right? And then our other area is commercial audit. So we have some for-profit as well as not-for-profit entities that we audit. Most of our industries are construction, real estate, healthcare, not-for-profit schools and manufacturers. And then we have our tax team, pretty big tax team. We do a lot of individuals, but it's usually like high net worth clients. And then most of them are, I want to say most are corporations. We have a lot of doctor practices, partnerships, estates, and trusts. So it's not just like we're just doing like somebody that made $50,000 a year. It's big clients. I think we do like 1,000 returns. Yeah. Client advisory services. So this is new, and this is more like what you would see at an organization, like at a private company. So we're doing, like somebody will hire us to do their accounting. We'll do their accounts payable, their accounts receivable, their financial statements. I don't think it's their taxes. We'll do their bank reconciliations monthly, and this is growing. This is one of our growing teams. And then last but not least, we have our wealth advisors and wealth management for individuals, as we have a lot of 401k plans. And it's really nice because a lot of times they don't even have to go sell. It's not like that high sales volume pitch where you're like Northwestern, where you have to make 1,000 calls a day. Our tax team will have a client that has money and they're trying to figure out what to do with their money, and they, send them right over to them. So it's pretty nice to have a wealth management team right on staff. We have about 130 employees. We have 18 partners. 11 of our partners started as interns or directly out of college, so nobody leaves. 74 employees are accounting. The rest are like, we have a finance team, IT, we have an admin team, HR, marketing. 11 employees have been with us for 25 plus years. 40 have 10 plus years. And we have a lot of young employees. Like it's either everybody's over 50 or everybody's under 30. So there's barely anything in between. So quite a few have been with us for 5 years or less. And I would say the ratio is pretty even, 50-50 male to female. And we have this amazing quality of life committee that puts together all of our events. We just had a golf event. Everybody went for the day. We had a holiday party. Well, we're having our holiday party. We had a company picnic, Habitat for Humanity. Trying to think what else. They get us bagels once a month. We're getting them tomorrow. We had food trucks come this summer. We just had a trivia night. We have a cornhole tournament I think they're out there every day pretty much in the summer. We have a holiday decorating contest in the office where everybody decorates their cube, and then you can win prizes. It's really a nice company to work for. Anybody have any questions?
We have someone here, yes.
Jackie, can you see me? It's Carlo.
Hey, hi, Carlo. No, I don't see you.
Well, I'm here.
So Carlo is going to be working for us. Let me see if I can find you. No, I don't see you. Carlo is going to be working for us in tax, for our tax season, and then he's going to be working in Bridgewater in the summer. Yeah, he's got a double header with us.
I figured I'd ask some questions no one is asking, but let's say, what do you see the long-term plan for Nisivoccia, like 10, 15 years down the line? Like, how do you feel like the company is going to grow?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know what the plan is, but I know that it'll never go to private equity because a lot of other firms have done that and the employees don't like it. And we don't need to do that, so we're not going to do that. But what we are already planning is succession planning, because we have quite a few, especially in tax, people that are in their 60s and they're going to retire. We don't know when, but it's going to happen in the next, probably 5, maybe 3 to 7 years. So we're planning already. So we had a meeting with the partners about each employee, and now we're going to talk to each employee and see what they want and how we're going to get them there. So I know we're going to be doing that.
Gotcha.
Carlo always has the best questions. Any other questions?
Yeah, Jackie, hi, this is Jack Copera. We spoke recently.
Jack!
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I got a quick question. What does a typical day or week look like for an intern?
It depends on what department you're in and what time of year.
Okay, so been talking to you about the wealth advisors. What does it look like for an intern there?
Yes, so, I don't know too much what they do, but I do know that you would be involved in the client meetings. They bring the interns into the client meetings. So if a client's gonna come in, there's gonna be a presentation of all their finances and if they made money, if they lost money, and what they're gonna do about it. So you would be involved in getting that presentation ready and presenting it with the advisor and our wealth management assistant. If you're in accounting, like tax season, you're gonna be doing real people's tax returns. You're gonna be acting like a staff accountant. And even in our government audit in the summer, if you were to intern in the summer, you would go with the team to the client every day. The only time you'd be in the office is when they're taking a break from between one client to the next. But you would be out with the team. There's usually a supervisor, a senior, a staff at a client at any given time, and you're sitting together at a table in an office, either in a school or at a municipal building, and you're auditing their records.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm curious what accounting at private equity looks like.
Private equity, yes, I was telling her earlier, so I worked for, it was called PEF Services, Private Equity Fund Services. It's no longer in existence, so don't go looking for it. It's actually owned by CSC now, so they probably do hire interns in West Orange, or maybe they're in Livingston now. It's called CSC. So you get a private equity fund, somebody's investing in a business, and all of that has to be, the financial statements have to be done every quarter. So it's very, very busy. So it's not like tax, we just have that one busy season. You're busy all year round. And it's a different type of accounting because there's all kinds of calculations, that have to do with investing. And then it's usually like a 10-year term. So as it's winding down, equity is going to go back to those people that invested. So there's all kinds of different equations and formulas. So it's definitely a different type of accounting. It probably doesn't even get mentioned in your book, your accounting
Okay.
book, right?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it gets talked about. It's definitely, it's hard. It's hard.
Sounds
We've
like
had,
sounds like it's a step up above audit.
it's it's not really auditing though, because you're really doing financials. It's more financials than anything.
Hmm. Interesting.
It's good though, because it's a niche, and if you have that and you're really good at it, you'll make a lot of money.
What kind of accounting are you into?
The private equity,
Oh,
yeah. Mhm.
So, I have a question about like AI usage in general.
Mhm.
Because I know you mentioned there's like a lot of young people at your job.
Yeah.
And I know like we're like the generation to like pick up like AI and like use it more and more. Do you feel like that's affecting the workforce like in a good way or a bad way? Or how do you feel about it?
Well, for us, we're not going to ever use it to replace employees. We've already talked about it. We're not going to do that. We have incorporated into our tax team because they use a software called Blue Jay. And if you have a tax situation or question, you type it in and it gives you, tax ways to help this client not lose all their money. So they're using it like that and they absolutely love it. Otherwise, they have to go to the IRS or they have to look it up. And sometimes the information's not correct. So, yeah. I mean, we use Chat GPT. You got to worry with Chat GPT though, because you don't know who sees it. So, I mean, we're allowed to use it if we're just writing like a little email or whatever, but, I don't know. I don't like it because I feel like it's going to take jobs from people, but not in our company, but elsewhere.
Oh, it definitely, yeah. I mean, 'cause it's already had
Yeah.
started to take
Yeah.
this job, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
scary to think about. But
I mean, even you think of Amazon drivers, not that it's AI, but they're saying now they're gonna have drones that come drop the package. I don't want a drone dropping a package at my house. I want a person to do it. Oh, is it? Yeah, yeah. Anybody else?
Well,
I have another.
like, flying drone,
What was that?
someone has to operate it.
Yeah, somebody does have to operate the drone, I guess, but then that person should just get in the car and drive to the house. I think somebody had a question.
Jackie, I have another question. So
Mhm.
you think that a lot of interns become full-time employees. What is a trait that makes them stand out and makes you want to hire them to bring them back?
A lot do, but a lot don't. And usually I'm just gonna say with tax is so hard because it's really a grind and you're sitting there at your computer, you're grabbing one return off the portal. You're doing it, and as soon as you're done, you're sending it to the reviewer, and then you're just doing another one, and that's what you're doing all day long. Now, of course, they're all gonna be different, but you're just doing that day after day after day after day after day. So a lot of the tax interns, like, I never want to do this again. So it's hard to find tax interns. I think our audit interns all want to work for us. And what sets them apart is they ask a lot of questions. They take really good notes. If they're doing a task, the first time they're going to have questions, they're going to write their notes. The second time they do it, hopefully they're going to do it correct. And then the third time they do it, then they're going to be able to do it without any questions. And then they're going to do it a little quicker. So accuracy, picking up the speed, not that we want you to speed through things and get things incorrect. We want you to take your time, but you know, accounting is about accuracy. So that's the most important thing for us. Even in you know, our wealth management, you have to have the numbers right.
Gotcha. All right,
If
thank you.
somebody that has an initiative, or if you're done with your work, go and ask for more work. Mm-hmm.
So like, let's just say if you were to go back in time, let's just say college, is there anything that, you know, you'd be like, oh, I'll do this differently, this is easier, I'll do this, you know?
Definitely. I mean, well, when I went to school, I went to William Patterson many, many millions of years ago. I just went for business administration and I couldn't get a job. So I would never recommend business administration as a major. I recommend zeroing in on something, and accounting, I think probably would have been good because, I mean, at my firm, we have so many women partners and, you know, they make a lot of money. It's all about money, isn't it? I mean, you want to be happy too, but finding a good company and making good money is what it's all about. And, you know, there's a shortage of accountants. So like, if it was me now, accounting would be very appealing to me. And I like to talk, so, you know, that's why I didn't want to do accounting back then. My father was pushing me to do accounting, and I'm like, no, I need to talk. Because back then, you just sat at a calculator and you just banged out numbers all day long. But with our auditing team, they're talking to people all day long. But I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, because that's not like the first thing that you think of. Even before, when I told you before that I was interested in accounting,
Yeah.
I honestly just thought like the only thing that you could be is an accountant.
No.
Like, I didn't know about,
Yeah,
you know, the plenty of other things that you can do in the field.
especially auditing sounds, I mean, it actually sounds like fun.
Yeah, no, it really is appealing.
Mhm.
It's appealing. Like even at my job, we have auditors that come in.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Oh,
I
then
don't know how-
auditors are everywhere.
But they're
Mhm.
everywhere. They're
Mhm.
always making money.
Everybody has auditors. They audit, you know, they'll audit benefit plans, 401k plans, they audit everything. I mean, I had a 401k audit like 2 years ago. They harassed me endlessly. Like, I'm like, what do you want? What more do you want from me every day? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, accounting is really appealing to me. I like HR. HR is neat, although, you know, with the economy the way it was, a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their job in accounting, IT, and marketing. So you want to be in an area that makes money for the company. And in our company, that's accounting.
I really like how like your firm, just like the flexibility that they have, because like, you know, everybody wants to go for the big four, everybody like in the finance, everybody wants to work for JP Morgan, you know, for the money, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't think about the, you know, just like to balance your time, you know, so a lot of people just want to get the money, but then once they're there, they're like, I really don't have time to do anything. Like, I'm working all the time. My friends asked me to do this. My mom's asked me to do that. I just can't do it. The
other thing with Big Four, what I'm finding is, because we're looking for tax people, they're very siloed into one little piece of something. So we're looking for somebody well-rounded that can do individual, corporation, partnership, trusts, estates, everything. I talked to one guy, he's like, oh, well, I just do individuals that are coming into the United States and leaving the United States. I'm like, all right, goodbye. You can't do anything for me. Then I had another guy that only worked on accessory companies in New York City. And I'm like, that is so bizarre. So I'm like, all right, he only knows how to do one type of company. It's just very, very siloed.
Yeah.
You might not see a whole audit. You might just see one piece of an audit. So, you know, the smaller firm, you're going to just have experience, more general experience in every area.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask next, if you thought it would be better to like, you know, shoot for the stars and go for like something like the Big Four, or to like.
Some people they want it. That's all the school shows them. So they think that's what they have to do. And they might want to do that for their first few years. We've had a few people that did that and then came and now they work for us. The only thing is they do pay. They really pay a lot. They pay a lot more than we do. And we're in Morris County. So, you know, it's not like we're paying like Jersey City money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got another question. You mentioned it's hard to find tax accountants. I'm just curious, how large is your tax versus audit departments? Like, are they
They're
50-50 or?
Yeah, they're all pretty much about the same size, about 30 to 35 employees.
Mm-hmm.
But what
But
we're looking for that tax manager level to fill in for when those people retire. But we'll take them now and get them trained, and whenever it happens, it happens.
Got it. Got it.
Did you always work in private equity accounting, or did you like do like?
No, I always worked in HR. I worked I started at Lowe's Theaters, which is now AMC. I worked at their corporate office, and then I worked for a small HMO that was bought by New York Life and then was sold to Aetna. So then we were all out of a job. Then I had my kids. I was home for quite a few years, and then I went to the private equity company.
I worked at AMC.
Yeah. They say nobody's going to the movies anymore. It's too much money.
Yeah, it really is though. It's just better. And after like a couple weeks of the movie being in the theater, they're on a streaming site.
It's true.
So
It's true.
we'll make more money off
The only thing I want to go see on the big screen are like Wicked, like movies that are like really visually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Jackie, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned that there's gonna be a lot of people retiring in the accounting field soon.
Yeah.
How is that really gonna change the dynamic of accounting in terms of the actual work, like the pay, like the benefits? How do you anticipate that changing?
I think what's going to happen is our junior level staff is going to be promoted quicker than it used to be. It's already happening. It's already happening. I mean, I've seen, you know, as I'm interviewing, I've seen people at Big Four that are promoted in 2 years and they're like almost a supervisor. And I'm like, that's not going to work in my company. They can't be a supervisor in 2 years. There's so much to learn, but we are promoting quicker for the people that deserve it.
I was gonna ask you, obviously specific to your firm, like, do you guys look for more somebody that's like young and driven, or somebody that has experience?
It depends on what the role is. I mean, even for a staff accountant, entry level, it doesn't matter what age they are. It could be somebody that had a change in career and went back to school. It doesn't matter to us. Yeah. As long as they have, you know, the degree and the drive.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you guys a question. So let's say you got an internship, right, with us. What would you do your first week?
Well, I mean,
Ask a lot of questions.
yeah, I would definitely just ask questions. That's
Mhm.
all just to learn more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I'm in that setting, I really wanna gain as much knowledge as possible.
That's one of the big things that we stress, that ask as many questions as you want. We're never going to make you feel like you're bothering us. We want you to ask questions, even if it's the same one over and over. The questions, and if you're doing something, usually they're right there. So you can just say, hey, am I doing this right? We'd rather you do that than sit there all day and not know how to do something and then not turn it in at the end of the day. Because that happens. We never want anybody to feel embarrassed because they don't understand something.
Yeah, that's
What else would you do during your first week?
Introduce yourself
Mm-hmm.
I would
to
definitely.
the firm and go around.
I usually take everybody around and then I quiz you. No, I'm kidding. I take everybody around. I have, my biggest thing is you got to take notes. So we just had an intern that didn't take any notes. She's not coming back. Let's just say that.
I'll go back.
Yeah. Taking notes is huge.
Yeah, that's a big one, especially if there's a lot of information. That you
I don't care how smart you are or how young you are and how good your brain is, you're never going to remember what they told you. And they're going to tell you a lot.
Yeah, when I first started working at the bank, I remember I had a little notebook.
Yeah.
And every single thing they tell me, all right, I'll write this down. All right, I'll write this down.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
And it always came up like while working in the job and just had it right there, had the knowledge, because there's just so much
Mhm.
that you need to know. And like you said, it didn't matter how smart or
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter how good you think.
If they show you something once, you're never going to remember it.
So like, it's just a process.
Anything else, guys?
I'm impressed that you have two people who are gonna be, interns right here with you. I'm glad that-
Yeah. Jack, I don't know. Did you check your email today from me?
I did, and then I went on LinkedIn and saw you were coming, so I thought I'd have to stop by.
Ah, okay, good.
I replied, now see?
Yep. We also just had, I don't know if you know Jessica DeCristina.
I don't know the name, does she go here to?
Yeah, she's got blonde hair, blue eyes. She just finished up an internship with us.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reached out to Justin Isaac when I saw your email.
Oh, yeah.
Asked for any tips and tricks.
Yep. Justin is, well, wait a minute. There's two of them. Justin and what's the other one? Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We like the FDU students. They're very smart.
It's good to hear.
Do you have contact information?
Yeah, so I have, oh, you know what? I stopped sharing my screen, but you know what? Is there a way we can get my email to everybody?
I'll put it in the chat so that everybody has.
Yeah, and listen, if you guys want me to take a look at your resumes, I'd be happy to look at them and give you suggestions.
You want me to give out the same email address?
Yeah. I have my card here though. Yeah, I didn't realize, I thought everybody was gonna be here in person.
Just put it in just now.
If you ever have questions, just reach out. I'm always willing to help out students. If you need help with, writing a resume or writing a cover letter or interview questions, I can help you guys with that.
Do you have anything else?
No?
Okay. I'll do the outro from my phone.
Okay.
And you could turn off the camera.
All right. It was nice meeting everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Jack, you should show up. You should join the.
No, I hit it, but no, I just saw it.
No, but you have to join don't you want to?
Okay, everyone else, I'm gonna screen share the attendance now, so just hang tight 1 second.
I gave, you the attendance here, so it's VAP. Send me an email, I'll send you an application, take a look at it.
Yeah, I just saw that she's coming, I just stopped by, I didn't know.
Yeah, so just do that, I'll send you an application, okay? Okay, great.
We've been working for the company too.
I'm not, well, I'm very interested.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so pick Carla's brain since he got it.
Yeah. I'd be on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I probably do, actually. I added like everyone and their mother on LinkedIn the other day.
Alright.
Jack, what year are you in?
I'm a junior.
So you're with McGregor or, and you're in
Yeah.
intermediate courses then?
Shoot me a message and then shoot, send me your number if you want to like schedule a call or like a FaceTime. I'd be happy to. Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, have a good one.
Don't forget to email me and I'll.
I will.
Will I fall again? I'm scared of